This is a 1 in a trillion tackle. This is a 1 in a trillion catch. Well, this is a 1 in a trillion fan. These are 1 in a trillion NFL moments. But first, we had the time a player caught a pass using his opponent's face. A lot of time. Steps in a walk. Watching deep going for Brandon Ayuk. Get in. Oh, we corner up the ricochet. Penalty. He hit him right in the face mask. And then man, tip credit there to Brandon Ayuk just staying with the play. But sometimes, 1 in a trillion moments can hurt. Like the time Patrick Mahomes got hit so hard, it put a hole in his head. Here it is, on that hit with Deshaun Elliott, runner there as he lowers his head, and that red piece comes off the helmet and almost break his helmet. But this next player's defense was just strength, as a Packers player put Keenan Allen on a leash. And 9:40 to play. Herbert looking sideline, Allen with the catch. Allen, like he was on a leash. Plus, sometimes NFL players can pull off the unthinkable. Like the time Kerwin Williams scored a touchdown with only one shoot. It's Kerwin Williams who rammed us 3 times last week. And there he goes. It's going to be a Cardinal touchdown. He goes in without his shakers. What an amazing run. Man, I've never seen anything like that before. And same with his next move, because a player on the Giants once caught an interception off his opponent's foot. Pocketed that pass is take thought. Tony Romo throwing it into the hands of Kenny Phillips. Take a look at this. It's off Wiggles to foot. Never touches the turf. Man, that didn't even look real. And neither did Lamar Jackson, because he wants to do a pass to himself. Second and 5. All batted up into the air and by Jackson. He caught his own pass. Lamar uses the instincts, the God-given gifts, the awareness to go beat him to the punt and makes one of the greatest plays you'll ever see in a championship game. But sometimes, 1 in a trillion moments don't always come from the players, because a ball boy once had to make an impossible catch. Fine. Lawrence looking to get out of there. On the other side of the field, and he'll just roll that away. It's his pass, he completes out of bounds. But Jason Kelce was catching some Z's, because during a game, he was supposed to snap the ball, but instead, he just fell asleep. He just beyond before you. They'll even try to run a play, and everybody went flying except Kelce didn't snap it. Now, sometimes fans have a 1 in a trillion moment, because an NFL fan wore an outfit so crazy. I hope we never see it again, and at all. Excuse me, a beautiful night in Cincinnati. Well, look. Some 1 in a trillion moments don't even make sense, like the time Jonathan Ward caught a pass by using another player's helmet, and the throw is broken up on a flag. It looked like the defender did not get his head around. The pass interference rules apply to all players except the Gunners. And that's the right call, and it sets up a first down for Arizona. How the hell did he hang on to that? I don't know. And I don't know how this next moment happened either, because a kicker once had the worst luck ever on a game-winning field goal for the tie. Dawson leans into it. Does he have enough? No good. What a finish. It hit the post, rejected by the crossbar, drilled it, and then rejected as it bounced back through and onto the other side. But this next field goal sounded like a war zone. See, you probably didn't know that the NFL puts microphones on the inside of the uprights, and this kicker is the only one in history to have hit it dead on. High snap. Good Lord, it sounded like the post broke, and Jimmy Graham knows all about that, cause he once broke an upright by dunking on Graham down the sideline. Not gonna get it. Touchdown, New Orleans. And Graham, much like Tony Gonzalez, with the stuff over the crossbar for the 11th time this year, goes up, twists the goalpost a little bit. Touchdown, catch of the year. Look at him, straighten that thing out. That before Hartley tries an extra point. We will never see anything like that again, because after this, the NFL banned dunking on the goalpost. But this next moment is so rare. It only happened because of perfect time. See, during a punt, the ball started to bounce toward the end zone, so the Patriots did something unbelievable to stop. The already bounces near the 10, chase to the end zone. All 2 driving attempts, and they never touch the end line at the 1-yard line. Those are such well-coached. I mean, wow, that's when you know the head coach makes it a point of emphasis to be great on special teams. Link could try that a trillion times and it wouldn't happen again. And the same goes for Kevin Walter, because a touchdown fell right into his hands. Your backfield. Shaw. Under pressure, thrown at almost the interception here. Some penalty marker Gow. Chanted Walter had the kickball. There's a little bit of luck involved here, because Matt Schaub threw a football there that could have easily been intercepted. Jonathan Casillas had both hands on that football. In his effort to try to grab it, he kept it off the ground. He wasn't the only one that was gifted a touchdown, because a Texans player once punched the ball straight into the other team's hands and lost. That's so. Byers, Mike Sidlaka, Napta, Ari Cut. Unbelievable. Mike Thomas, touchdown jag, 50 yards. Glover Quinn knocks it down with both hands like a volleyball player, spiking it over the net, right into the hands of Mike Thomas. Unbelievable. But look, there's a lot more one-in-a-trillion NFL moments coming up, like the time a player accidentally showed it all during an NFL game, or the time the Browns pulled the most one-in-a-trillion interception ever. And we'll get to that and so much more. But look, we gotta talk about this Raiders punter who took an L, because he once received a penalty for something you've never seen before. It's Corey White. And now this action here, totally uncalled for. He might be the most savage punter ever. Boy, if you think that's crazy, just watch as Marcus Peters throws the penalty flag into the stands, and a fan catches it. He took the flag. I have never seen that before in my life. Have you? No. I just hope he got to keep it. But I just hope Brandon Whedon's okay, because he once got crushed by freedom. You're talking about rookies in their first experience in the NFL. How about Brandon Whedon getting caught under the flag? See, I was telling you about that maturity and that confidence, but he still is a rookie. Now, hopefully he'll come out of that and be able to start the game. Of course, it'll be a while first, because the Eagles will get the ball first. They have won the toss. There he is. And there is Brandon Whedon. He's not right there. That's beautiful. But look, some players wish their one-in-a-trillion moments were never caught on camera. Like the time Tommy Kelly was caught with his pants down. Try to get in and he will not. Written down. Tommy Kelly helps back in the game. Oh, whoops, woo. Get that man a towel. But anyways, Drake Greenlaw had a one-in-a-trillion injury. See, going into Super Bowl 58, he was ready to play in the biggest game of his life. And after playing just 6 minutes, he felt on top of the world. But right before re-entering the game, this happened. 57, Dre Greenlaw, after the stop on the punt return, and he's now in the blue tent. Oh, it doesn't look pretty. No. In that moment, Dre tore his Achilles from running, and he's been out ever since. I mean, I feel sorry for the guy, but how does that even happen? But look, the way the Bears managed to lose might be one in a quadrillion, because a Browns player won the game by making an impossible interception. See, during a game against the Bears, with only 5 seconds left and down by 3, the Bears had no choice but to throw up a Hail Mary, and just as it looked like the ball was going to fall right into the Bears' hands, Browns pulled off the impossible. End zone. So Fleckdale, tapped that intercepted. Almost caught. And then a deflection into the hands of D'Anthony Bowell. Darnell Mooney. Achingly close to a game winner. And instead, the Browns survive. But if anyone knows one-in-a-trillion moments, it's the Panthers, because they once held tryouts for a kicker an hour before a game. See, their main kicker, Zane Gonzalez, injured himself during warm-up. So the Panthers started holding tryouts for a new kicker. I mean, they had wide receivers trying to kick the ball, running backs, and even the backup quarterback. Says Carolina kicker Zane Gonzalez, during pregame warm-ups, he injured his right quad. He is out. So they've got wide receiver Brandon Zylstra, who will try to kick on. Oh boy. And this is PJ Walker, who's one of their quarterbacks, and everyone sucks so bad. They decided to not kick a single field goal the entire game and lost by 17 points. But look, we gotta mention the Rams, because they once made history on the most one-in-a-trillion play ever. See, during a game against the Saints, the Rams punted the ball, and it looked like the ball was going out of bounds. So the Saints just started walking off the field. But then, this happened. Arnhart could not pull it up short of the end zone. Wait a minute, what's going on out here? They dial the ball that... this is going to be a touchdown. That is one of the most unbelievable plays I've ever seen it. Yeah, that ended up becoming the longest punt return in NFL history. But look, when I heard about this next NFL moment, I couldn't believe it, because someone lost their job over a touchdown celebration. See, after Tyreek Hill scored against the Panthers, he celebrated by taking a photographer's phone and taking a selfie with it. Now, this all seemed harmless in the moment, but after the game, it was announced that the NFL fired the photographer, saying he shouldn't have celebrated and should have acted more professional. Yeah, an employee of the Dolphins celebrated his team scoring a touchdown and got fired for it. But don't worry, Tyreek got his back, because after the incident, he promised to pay the photographer's salary for the rest of the year. I told him, don't let this get to you, man. Like, just hold your head up. You still young. Man. Yeah, man, continue to do what you love. So, obviously, like, me and him don't continue to work together. And I told him I was going to cover his salary. I told him I was going to, make sure that I do what's right and, take care of you. Make sure you're not out of a job. But look, our final one in a trillion moment is devastating. See, in 2012, Torrey Smith was sleeping in his hotel room the night before a big game against the Patriots when, at around 1 in the morning, Torrey's phone rang. He answered the call and received the worst news of his entire life. His brother, Tevin, had passed away in a motorcycle accident. And Torrey didn't waste a breath. He immediately got up and drove an hour back to Baltimore to be with his family. But after spending the entire day with them, at around 2 p.m., Torrey decided he wanted to go back to Baltimore and play in his game that was just 3 hours away from kickoff. After just making it in time, not only did Torrey play in the game, he led the team to an incredible comeback, scoring 2 touchdowns to help win the game. Justin Tucker for the win. Whoa, baby. So, just done. And the Patriots are saying no. Wilford Chamberlain. Wilford took his helmet off and went sprinting right for the official. This one goes high over the upright and was really close. Well, I'll tell you what, the uprights extend through the heavens. So if you kick it over the top of it, it's good. I wanted to thank all y'all for y'all support, man, this new territory for me. A loss like this, man, if it wasn't for y'all, I don't think I would have been here today. Noah, it's tough, man. I appreciate all support. Appreciate y'all. Love all y'all. Coasters, players, everyone. And his name, Chess. So I'll be there. Putting the team on your back after experiencing something that tragic. Yeah, Torrey Smith is one in a trillion.